In the path of awakening, you need to be willing to do whatever it takes for the sanskars to be clearing off your system. There's no easy way to this. If not everybody would be enlightened, if not everybody would be liberated, living in abundance and world consciousness, if it were easy. The path to God is anguishing, long, excruciating, difficult. You're gonna meet your demons, you're gonna meet your limiting beliefs, you're gonna meet your resistances, you're gonna meet every single sanskar, every single block in your body. So you need to be willing to do whatever it takes. You need to be willing to let go of everyone. You need to be willing to let go of everything. You need to be willing to, I mean, this is from David Hawkins, yet parts of your body could disappear. I lost eyelashes in the process. I have lost nails. I have lost hair. I have lost friendships. I have lost hair. I have lost all my things. It all comes back and you recreate yourself. I think what happened to him is he got one of his fingers chopped. Well, he got rid of that negative karma. So, because every time you step into a new version of reality, the resistances and the blocks of the past level of self are going to show up to be like, are you sure that you want to step into this new portal? Are you sure you want to step into this heavenly realm? Are you sure you want to step into this version of reality? And that's when your integrity, your intentionality with the self gets tested. Not with the small s, with the big S. How much are you willing to die for God? How much are you willing to let go? And I'm not saying die of the body. I'm saying die of the old personality, die of the old thought forms, die of the old ideas, so you can step up in a level of bliss, in a level of peace, in a level of contentment that is truly selfless, is truly giving, is truly honorable, is truly emptiness, is true love. Not emotionality, not stories, not ideas, not concepts. Emptiness, purity is where it's at. The emptier you are, the more space, the more radiation of love, the more radiation of light. So, how much do you want it? If you want it, you got it. Everything you want, you have in your life. And the only reason you are experiencing the reality you're experiencing is because you believe that that's the most beneficial reality that it's available to you. Because everybody has what they want. So if you want enlightenment, you want realization, you want liberation, you want world consciousness, you need to want it. You need to want it as bad as you want anything else, because if not, you're not going to make it happen. You need to be willing to be like, I'm going to do whatever it takes in this lifetime to achieve my liberation, to achieve my abundance, or I'll die. And if you're not in that threshold to cross that level of your karma, then you're not going to break it, because it needs momentum, it needs will for you to pass through that threshold of the uncertainty and just keep pushing forward and keep moving. So, how bad do you want it? You need to be willing to do whatever it takes. You need to be willing to be ridiculed. You need to be willing to be judged. You need to be willing to be criticized, not understood. You need to be willing to let your conditioning to happen in front of you to build true self confidence. You gotta sacrifice your self image over and over again. It happens in front of you. Not me, not mine, it's not you. But whenever the reflection gets activated, that's your opportunity. And when you know that that benefits you more than anything else, you will let it happen in front of you. So it gets clear off. It's not you. I don't know. I see people talking to the body and I'm like, I don't know who they're talking to. It's like my cute doll that I take around with me everywhere, but it's not me. Not me, not mine. You need to be willing to do whatever it takes. Whatever the fuck it takes. Oh, but what are my parents gonna say? What are my friends gonna say? What is my girlfriend, boyfriend gonna say? Whatever. My wife is gonna divorce me. You need to be willing to do whatever it takes. The energy of those who've been through that path will come to you. In every next level of realization, there's a surplus of energy flowing through you. You get a lot of more activation, a lot of more light. Just like the energy of the archangels. Archangels, angels calibrate 50,000 plus. That's the scale of consciousness Hawking's energy levels. In a human body, you can only have up to 1,000. Imagine 50,000 volts of energy. A thought of an archangel picked up David Hawkins from a hellish realm. If you get an archangel's attention, it recharged your whole system. They say they're tired. They're like, oh my God, this is Kate again, Sarah again, asking me for uh, liberation. And whatever you're meant to be or do in a state of full liberation, of no body contraction, you're gonna do better than any like any level of self-growth or mastery you can have in your area of expertise, in your blueprint for your lifetime. You will do it 100,000 times better when you're fully liberated, because there's no resistance, there's no fear, there's no conditioning, there's no contraction blocking your creation. It just is. There's no contraction blocking your creation. So how bad do you want it? And are you willing to do whatever it takes to get it? Because it's on you ultimately. It's on you. You cast the roles of everyone in your life movie. That's self-explanatory. Every single character, your mother, your father, your friends, your collaborators, your business partners, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your enemies, you cast the roles. You give them the script. You're like, this is the role you're gonna play for me because I want you to trigger me here, to touch this, because I want liberation. So if you know this, you should have no resentments whatsoever. The ones that play the villain are the ones who love you the most, because in the agreements, in the akash, in beyond the physical form, that's the agreements that you have made. So ask yourself, how would I play myself? How would I wake myself up? How smart can I be to place this person here with this set of triggers, with this set of flavors that will create that chemistry in my system to liberate myself? So if you still feel resentment towards your parents, you're in the wrong lecture. You're in the wrong video, because you chose them. If you still feel resentment towards your ex-lovers or ex, I don't know, if you had anybody that represented authority in your life, an employer, whatnot. Uh, if you still have resentment towards anything or anyone that represented authority in your life, this is the wrong lecture, because you created them there to do that for you. So you should be grateful. Okay. There's no better version of reality than the one you're experiencing, right? Meow. No. So, yes, there's willpower, spiritual momentum to go into what is it that you are deconstructing and crystallizing in your reality. That in the absolute, there's no happenings, there is no causality, there's no event. So you cannot make actually anything happen. You can only have the intention and then let it go and surrender. And whenever the conditions are right, it's right time, right conditions. It's like planting a seed and then it grows. Oh my God, yeah. I was lipstick exploded in my hands today, so it feels like I had blood in my hands. So, so when the conditions are right, it gets manifested, it gets crystallized, it gets created. You can only have the intention and let it go. So nothing's causing anything else. All happens by divine orchestra, divine ordination. I cannot help to be what I am. You cannot help to be what you are. So everybody is being perfect version of what they are. It's like a perfect flower unfolding perfectly as it goes, as it comes. So nobody's even responsible for their like personalities. That's the ego. That's the ego acting out. That's the character that is in the front in the moment. If not, you wouldn't be here. Like, first, you need to have an ego to be human and even think about liberation, think about realization, think about embodiment. So, and guilt, it's selfish. It's you selfing and creating, oh, it's me that I did this, I did that, I should feel guilty. Fuck that. You don't feel guilty about anything. It's great to have an ego, to have the opportunity to purify it, so you can be here and play the human game because overall it's just like the funnest experience ever. If you're not having fun, then you're not doing something right. You're on the wrong path, my friend. I cannot tell you what's wrong or right for you, but I can test my success at the levels of fun. How much fun are you having? Um, it may be really uncomfortable. Experience, go through it and let it happen in front of you. You will benefit. So, as there's no better version of reality than what's happening right now, that means you need to love what is. The ego is resistance to what is. The spirit is, it goes with what is. It's the flow, it's the expansion. Wherever I am is where I'm supposed to be. It's where I'm needed, is where it's the perfect place and location for the level of expansion that I am in the moment. So whenever you think that there's tomorrow, I'll be happy. Oh, when this happened, when this person that, when that sum of money, when anything that you place outside of yourself that gives you that this is happiness, that's not it, because happiness is now. It's the clouds that block the experience of the already perfection. And David Hawkins has this analogy that it's like if you're in a stadium and everybody is leaving home. The party ended, the football game ended, and you're there frustrated looking at a 25 by 30-inch black and white TV, and that's the only thing that's playing. And nobody's looking at that, just you sitting in a corner in the huge stadium. People are leaving, people are happy, they're content, and you are deciding instead of being in the peaceful stadium, look at that 25 to 30-inch black and white TV. And that's the only channel that's going on. That's your layer. That's your filter. That's your channel. But everybody else is having a fucking blast. They're having a party. They ended the party. They're going home happy. And you're like, the stadium is like peaceful. And you're like, why is there so much noise? That's your filter. That's the layer. That's the karma. That's the conditioning. That's the thing to deconstruct. Ultimately, there's no thought. The mind's blank. There's infinite silence. So it may be really uncomfortable. Go through it. Whatever uncomfortable experience you're going through, that's your next breakthrough. That's the next nugget. That's the next clue, breadcrumb of excitement to follow. So if it's like, oh, okay, Nikki, but I hear you, but I feel uncomfortable, my body hurts, I'm resisting, I'm not happy, da, da, da. Feel it. Feel through that. How does that feel? How that contraction feel? So sit with it and let it move through you. Let it speak. Let it become your body, because ultimately the ego, that conditioning, that contraction just wants to be on stage. So give the character a name. Hey, I don't know. Doobity doo. Doobity doo. Go to the front. Speak. Let it speak. And then it's going to be pleased and integrated to the whole of your heart because you've seen, love, and acknowledged and integrated it. But if you suppress it, oh, but I don't want to be this, I don't want to be that, and there's no judgment. It's not you. It's energies. You're an empty vessel full of energies responding to energies in a field of energies. So nobody's a who. There's no who here. We're a what. We're qualities. Okay. So I have a gift for you. I'm going to be hosting one Q&A live on the Consciousness Research Center. So besides getting access to my Samadhi courses and wealth courses, you're going to be able to have direct access to me once a month, which right now I'm quite high-end and selective, and I'm just taking high-ticket clients, 15,000, 25,000. 15,000 is once a week, 25,000 to 30,000, sometimes it's twice a week, or one time 1 week, and then the other week 2 times. We'll see. Depends on how much I feel, because it's not the time that you need, and the work happens behind the scenes. It's the process the process that we need to do, and what's the exact sanskar conditioning belief that is perhaps limiting you to step into your next level of self-realization, liberation, well consciousness, abundance. Ugh, I don't know, excitement, love, passion for life. With this passion, with detachment, no grasp, no aversion, just enjoy the infinite flow. So yeah, it's a really great opportunity to be able to have that Q&A. Alarms. And if not, and you feel more called to try something, put your feet on the water and tested it. The lowest offering is $97 a month, which is Awakening Mystics, where you get the full videos of these transmissions. So videos are added regularly. That means that it's spontaneous. When the field needs to give the reflection, you will receive what's needed. You always get what you need and a little bit more. Perfect balance. Okay, see you soon.